Well, you hit the nail on the head, Ken. Of course, we are going through a rough patch, and it seems to get rougher with what the dollar's been doing lately. We're focusing on that in the next few hours on this program. I mean, you talked before about basically the decline in the dollar. If we do see central banks move away from the greenback, that's essentially a credit downgrade for the U.S.
Well, this is a business issue. I'm happy to talk about it. It's something we have to address. A nation of America's strength and stature cannot have a currency that's not accepted as the premier currency in the world. That's the ultimate strength of our financial underpinnings and our standing in the world. And if we lose that current reserve currency status, we're in trouble.
Well, what would you like to see, Ken? What would you like to see the U.S. government do in support of a strong dollar?
I'd like to see our government let the American people do what they're good at doing, which is take care of themselves. I mean, the essence of my heritage is to do what you have to do to succeed and do it as much as you can yourself. We've all gotten help from each other. I frequently say I'm not a self-made man, and I'm not. But we're at a point in time in history where let the American people save some money. Let them cut back on their expenditures. Let them get financially healthy again. And they'll do it, and then we're off to the races again. So that's what my hope is.
Okay, and that's certainly something that's also involved when we talk about pay. And Ken, we talked about that the last time when you were on our program. Ken Feinberg expected to release some of his rules this week on pay for companies that have been bailed out by taxpayer dollars. What do you hope, or what are you going to be looking for, and what do you hope to learn from Feinberg's rules?
Well, first of all, I think we ought to understand capitalism works. From time to time, it gets a little bit off the track, but for the most part, it works. I think this notion of a pay czar is absurd. I think there's one more example of excessive government regulation. And believe me, we will pay a terrible price if we don't back off and let the free market system work. Now, that said, certainly there were mistakes made, and certainly there were excesses. But you don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Okay, and Ken, only a few more seconds, but you did come out with that editorial last week saying that government, essentially Andrew Cuomo, has to get out of AIG's case and take the case away from Hank Greenberg, or take it away. Period.
Well, drop it.
Look, drop it. Okay, thanks. So, any comment or response from Cuomo?
No, I saw him Saturday night. Look, I think he's a very capable and admirable civic leader.
All right.
But I think on this one here,